Hey everybody. I decided to start doing this maybe once a week or so. Not going to commit to an exact schedule, but I'll put it out there and schedule it ahead of time next time. But I get a lot of people that ask me, are the online home value estimates accurate? Like Zillow, the Zestimate, the number one, right? I'm going to break it down for you, pull up a random house that sold in the last few years, and then show you how we do our valuations. And when someone reaches out to us for a home valuation, we don't just send them an automated valuation or even a PDF. I send them an actual video. I record it. I walk them through how I arrived at that home value estimate, and show them, just like I'm about to show you, what their home is likely worth. So I'm just going to pull up a house that sold. And if this happens to be your house, I'm sorry, I'm putting it all over the internet, but it's public information, and I want to use this to kind of give people an idea. So I'm going to go a couple years back, so we don't have something that sold really recently, right here. And we're doing one in the West Landing area of Sanford. So let's try this one, 3110 Windermere Drive. All right. So everybody out there, if you can comment below, you can just let me know you can hear me. And I'm putting my phone number in the comments. If anybody wants me to do this for their house, I'll send you a video update, 3 or 4 minutes. Just text your address to 919-750-0914. That's all you got to do. I'm going to put that up on the screen as well real quick, and put that out there for you guys to see it. So if anybody can hear this, just let me know. I'll put this out there real quick. Want a video home value update? Text your address to 919-750-0914. I'm going to put that up on the screen. Make sure you guys, there you go, boom. So 3110 Windermere Drive. Let's take a look at Zillow's estimate. Zillow's estimate says this home's worth about $329,200, 2,024 square feet. I've got a good, idea of what the home looks like on the inside from the pictures. They may have done upgrades. So again, this is just like our first glance at a home's value. So 3110 Windermere Drive. I'm going to put that in here into one of our CMA softwares. And again, this is a first glance. If I don't go see the house in person, see some of the outbuildings, see some of the upgrades, actually use the MLS and pull a few more comps, then I'm not going to lean on this house or lean on this as an exact value. This is just an estimate, right? And I usually give people about a $20,000 to $25,000 range for that estimate, so that they know that there's some play in there. So it's about 2,024 square feet. 3 beds, that year built. Is that correct? Let me check real quick. Yep, built in 2000. So we'll pull this up right now. And this is exactly what I do when our clients ask us, hey, what's my home worth, right? I'm thinking about selling my house, and what would it be worth? Because there's a lot of activity, in this neighborhood right here. There's 9 total matches within 20% of the size, the same, bedroom count. We're going to use that right now. There are 9 sold matches within a mile of this property. What I do next is I'm going to go in and kind of manually get rid of any properties I don't think make sense, right? So if I'm looking at a single story house and there's a bunch of 2 stories, but there's enough single stories, I'll get rid of some of them. So I'll kind of just take a look and just, get a feel for these houses and say, okay, well, that's a decent comp, right? The finishes in this house make that a pretty decent comp, right? The finishes in this house, I remember this house, pretty decent comp. This house, all brick house compared to, this house right here. This one is a little bit older too, I think. The finishes on this one might be, it's got a metal building out there. So I'm going to get rid of this one because it's going to just a little bit different, right? And I don't want that one kind of diluting my results. I'll take a look at 309 Winterlochen Drive. I don't think this house has a garage. Let's see. No, so I'm going to get rid of this one too. 2509 Castleton. We're getting into some older homes now. No garage as well. So I'm going to get rid of that one. That's a duplicate. Simpson Drive, much, older house. This one is probably a little bit more outdated than the one we're looking at. And so here's the thing: is see, Zillow looks at all these recent sales and uses an algorithm to base the pricing. But these houses aren't really that great of comps. So you're going to throw it off a little bit, right? So now I got, 3 pretty good comps here that can give us an estimate. And I've got the data here real quick. This one sold at $149 a square foot. This one sold at $179 a square foot. Let me take a look real quick if this is like a big lot or something. Boom, boom, boom. The lot size doesn't tell me. This one sold pretty high, 179. Sort of an outlier. This one sold $149 a square foot. This one sold for $161 a square foot. And that's it, right? Okay, I got 3 comps here. So I got one at 149, I got one at 161, and I got one at 179. So if I look at these, right, like my middle, of the road approach here, because this is just an initial estimate, would be to take a really hard look at this one right here as a comp. And at $161 a square foot, this one's a little bit smaller. This one's a little bit larger. Usually when you go smaller, the price per square foot goes up a little bit, right? So these ones being $179 and $161 a square foot, I'd probably land this thing somewhere in the middle of these two, right? About $155 a square foot. So if we take $155 a square foot and we multiply that by the 2024 square feet, we've got a home value estimate of about $313,000 on this house. What did Zillow say? Zillow gave us an estimate of about $329. And like I told you before, I usually give people about a $25,000 range in there based on the finishes, and they may have done some upgrades, some things like that. So I'd say Zillow is pretty close on this one, right? Like we had comps that were a little bit higher at 161. We had some that were way higher at 179, and we had one at $149 a square foot that sold here recently that was a little bit larger. So I'd say Zillow's pretty close on this one. And to be honest, they can be pretty close on a lot of houses in neighborhoods like this. But it pays to make sure, because I've also seen Zillow off by $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 on houses that we've listed for sale for people. So if you are curious on what your home value is, then we can do something for you really quickly and easily. Just like this, I'll record my screen and send that over to you as a recorded, home value update along with a PDF. And I'll run this PDF real quick and kind of show you what it looks like as well. But that can be just a really, really valuable, tool for you if you're looking to refinance, if you're looking to sell your property, or if you're just curious on how your home, has increased in value during the hottest market a lot of us have ever seen, right? So, if you want that, you can see on the screen right here, text your address to 919-750-0914, and we'll get you a home value update. We're not going to blow you up or follow up with you a ton or call you a ton or anything like that. But we'd like you to know who we are, and if you're interested in selling your house, we'd love to help you with it. So if you want a video home value update, text your address to 919-750-0914. This thing's exporting a PDF that I'll show you. A lot of times we'll mail this actual report out to our clients so that they can kind of see a couple of cool statistics about their neighborhood and about the houses that have sold recently within a mile of their home. So when that gets done, I'll show it to you. But if anybody has any questions, anybody that's watching out there, feel free to put them in the chat. We just did a home value estimate, on 3110 Windmere Drive. And this is the type of thing that we do on any of our clients and potential clients that want to know what their home is worth, right? We get that call a lot. We're thinking about selling. We want to see what our home is worth. The first thing I ask people is, have you seen this estimate? What do you think about it? And then we go in and do some work and kind of get, a more hands-on approach to valuing their property. So this thing probably is done now. There we go. So this report that it spits out, and I can, give our clients a copy or mail them a copy. It's really, really cool, right? It'll show them that we used houses that were within 10% of the size of their home, within a mile of their home, that sold within the last 6 months, and that there were 3 closed and 4 pending properties, right? So it'll tell you the average of the pending comps, the average of the closed comps, the most recent sold, and the closest sold property to you. Also gives you an idea of what the list price to sale price ratios are. The shelf life, days on market, almost nothing right now. How fast houses sell, and a list of properties, and it tells you, this is pretty cool, what they listed at and what they sold at, what they listed at, what they sold at, and how long they were on the market. So it'll give you some really good info on the properties that would be used as comparables for your property. So again, that's all I got right now. I'm planning on doing this once a week or so, just to help educate the public on how property values are generated. And if you are thinking about selling your house, or refinancing your house, or just curious on how much your home values have gone up through the hottest market we've all seen in a long time, then just text your address to 919-750-0914. We'll get you a video home value update, and you'll be a little bit more educated on what your home is worth. So I'm Walter Susevich, Sanford Surrounded, who helps you with your home matters.